Hey guys, ugh. Chillin' Reviews here. It is around 2 a.m. and actually 3 a.m. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about the new Mckinley Dixon album. That's right, Magic Alive. I believe his fifth studio album. I've listened to a lot of stuff tonight, and I felt like, I had a very good portrait of or summary of my thoughts for this new album. As I'm listening to it, I've heard a couple projects tonight, but I'm listening to this one for the past hour, and yeah, I think I've gathered my thoughts now to talk about this new album here. So let's just get into it. This is a big one. He's following up his 2023 record, Beloved Paradise Jazz, which was a fantastic mix of conscious hip hop, jazz instrumentals, and some odd experimental elements wrapped in this cohesive story about community, inspiration, some racial themes as well. And this new record is clearly a direct sequel to that Beloved Paradise Jazz record, given its similar naming convention, as well as the fact that there is a track on this record titled Run, Run, Run Part 2, which has similar themes and messaging to the first, Run, Run, Run. Another thing that is very familiar as soon as you press play on this record is the sound. The production of this album goes for more or less the same vibe, aesthetics as its predecessor. You've got your serene piano-laced jazzy instrumentals with crisp drum beats, some of which have a neo-soul flair, some of which have a marching quality. You got these larger-than-life choir-like choruses that really fucking pop with intensity and excitement, with killer, meaningful, aspirational, and contemplative lyricism that Mckinley Dixon is just really known for. It's also here. If you enjoyed Mckinley's last effort, you are going to enjoy this. And I do enjoy his last record, so I enjoy this one too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hell, it even has a slightly out of place, almost industrial / hardcore hip hop track with a weird, all over the place instrumental that has a far more sinister vibe with Crooked Stick, featuring Gaius Guevara. Although I do like this track a little more than the Mezzanine Tippin track on the previous LP. This track is kind of raw, kind of noisy, and although I do think Gaius does fit on this track, the psychedelic fusion of industrial and jazz aesthetics is certainly a fresh idea, but doesn't really go over as well as I think it could. I think that something's missing. Now, I'd love to see another artist try these sounds, try mixing these sounds together in a different way, perhaps a different album. Yeah, but even with this slight weak spot, which is still a decent moment on the album, pretty much every other song on this tight 35-minute runtime is like pure fireworks. I mean, the production across this album is just so jazzy, fun, and delightful. And paired with Mckinley's smart observations, awesome swagger, and euphoric flows, it's just so damn good. It's like walking into a jubilant, fancy summer yard party where all your friends and family are there. I mean, a song like Sugar Water is only 2 minutes long, but it makes such a strong impression where he drops this thoughtful verse about taking the time to remember those who have died, relishing those moments where they're still here, those fleeting moments. He uses their deaths as motivation to make it out of the rough urban upbringing that he grew up living in with them. As referenced on the previous record that he dropped 2 years ago. The background vocals in this track and the exquisite horn sections and the larger-than-life instrumentation, something you just very rarely see on a hip-hop track nowadays. Mckinley really makes these songs feel like more than just rap songs. They feel like fully formed art, like a painted canvas. You could call it too short, the song at least, but I think it's just so fantastic. I don't really see the complaint that, I mean, I do see the complaint that it can be too short, but I just think that it does so much in that short runtime. It doesn't really need to be any longer. Recitative is another great highlight with a killer flow and an odd time signature, as well as some serene woodwinds that swirl like a rainbow through your headphones. It's kind of psychedelic, and I love the vocal flourishes that allow with Dixon's inflections during his verse. He tells a dark tale on this song that gets progressively more intense as the instrumental shifts to this hardcore hip-hop flavor with some turntablism. It sounds like a crazy, off-the-wall Public Enemy cut or something. It's crazy. I swear to God, once Tyler Bank comes flying in with his verse, it sounds like a dialect track, honestly. I don't know why, but it works. I swear, it fucking works. Run, Run, Run Part 2 is just as good as the original. It has the same feel with this galloping instrumental and these sick drums. The rapping from Mckinley is crisp, it's catchy, it's head boppy. I love the ascension in the track. It's just incredible. I do unfortunately think that All the Loved Ones and FFOL are slightly taken down by somewhat weaker verses, weaker features that aren't bad, but don't match Mckinley's delivery, which is a tall order, I get. I do think that Icicle Bishop and Teller Banks respectively stick out just a little bit with their inflections, and they don't quite go over as well. And Teller Banks' first feature was great, so I think it's just kind of an unlucky draw, luck of the draw. But the free jazz freakout on FFOL is something to behold, truly. Sounds like a Kamasi Washington track on steroids. And the bars on Listen Gentle are some of the best I have heard all year. Dixon dives into such a deep exploration of grief and memory and extracting meaning out of the smallest infinitesimal moments in life that are you usually only realize the importance of years later. He is so good at weaving personal narratives into a story of loss and surviving in such a harsh, degrading environment. The magic reference in the album title and the mentions of it in this track suggests that true magic isn't really fantastical. It's found in places that ground us to earth: friendship, family, loss, legacy, because that's where true evolution is. That's where true life decisions are actually made. I'm slightly 50-50 on Mckinley's super animated and fast performance on the title track, but the instrumental I am full of praise of, mostly makes up for it with these gorgeous flutes and rowdy saxophone that just scream angelic to me. And the final track, Could Have Been Different, might be rap track of the year. I love the chorus on this thing. It's so comforting, inspiring all at the same time. The glimmering string arrangements that shower around Shamir's vocals feel like a hand in the glove here, and it truly hits a transcendent high in its final moments that is pure musical bliss. I also love the story on this track being about reminiscing on past glories from long lost friends who died too young. And man, the way that Mckinley sort of introduces Blue to transition to his verse, where he's basically imagining Blue as a person in this portrait, where Blue basically answers Mckinley's question for him. Blue is portrayed as a person that Mckinley often looks up for guidance, and in Blue's verse, he sort of passes Mckinley the torch in a way, saying that he believes him to be capable of carrying the mantle, a mantle of hope for people in the same situation that Mckinley grew up in. He doesn't require guidance or advice anymore. He's put faith in himself, and that's really the only way forward for him. It's a bit self-aggrandizing and a little bit cheesy, a lot cheesy maybe, but I don't give a fuck. This song is pure, just, God, it's so good. And that's the album. On Magic Alive, Mckinley Dixon paints a new section of his expanding mural with generous strokes of jazz and soul and gospel and experimental textures to weave together an 11-track tale of remembrance of the people in life that occupy a nostalgic place, a place that you struggle to rebuild every day in the hopes to rekindle that warm, childlike whimsy. I would give this record an 86. I do think right now it is one of the best rap albums of the year. Probably top 3. Probably second next to the an album I talked a couple weeks ago you probably already know about. But damn, it is just so good. And I think that Mckinley is one of the best and most promising artists in hip-hop today, honestly. Yeah, go listen to it. Don't listen to Black Boy, Max, wherever the fuck his name is. Don't listen to that. Listen to this, please. Okay? It's way better. Please. Expect a Lil Sims review soon as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.